Hi everyone. Hello, good evening, good morning. Okay, I'm now streaming on YouTube and also on LinkedIn almost for half hour, and we will explore together Markdown and InDesign script associated with TreeShade to format and style the text depending on text file have markdown text. So at first, here we are talking about software. This software called the TreeShade, and you can install totally from Adobe Exchange. Search for TreeShade. It's an extension for InDesign and Bridge, and also Photoshop. And it has a local server. You can run through this file, main.js, and you will find this file on the root folder after creating it, because TreeShade will ask you to create root folder for your project. After creating that folder, and if you have already have root folder for TreeShade, you can just select the old one. Like if you uninstall the software and reinstall again, you need to select the root folder again to connect with TreeShade. There you will have this file main.js, execute as Node.js server. You can install Node.js from Google, it's free. And here I have ngrok service to connect this server to the internet through this domain. Now let's start. Here inside workshop I have demo project test CV inside workshop, and this InDesign document. Here we have data folder paired to this text file because they both have the word data, and this file actually, in addition that it paired to this folder, also it has the key for online form, ts_key. It's a text file. If you double click on this text file, you can open the online form. Okay. This the online form have a preview for the InDesign document revealed here from the page that exported automatically with the PDF when you check in the InDesign document, or the InDesign document checked in automatically when this form submitted. Here we have photo for the CV, and here we have the Markdown field. This text file, if you put any text file here inside data, this actually the text file main, it's a plain text file txt, but it has this flag ts_md markdown to tell TreeShade to display the text file on the online form as markdown field. Like here, if I created a new text file, a new, by the way, this menu, TreeShade, it's not actually part of Adobe Bridge, but when you install TreeShade, you will have this menu. At first here, the submenu new, it represents actual folder called a new, that folder installed with the software and copied automatically to the root folder. Inside workshop, you will find folder called initial. Inside initial, you will have script and a Node.js function, and also template files inside the new folder. Here you have items I used to build the documentation for TreeShade, actual documentation that explain TreeShade how it works, and I used these elements to make online content management system to build the content bilingual for Arabic and English, and also to output for InDesign and for HTML at the same time. And here we have Markdown a new CMS items, and here at the end you have Markdown item. Here if we create any text file, a new text, and then add in the end before the extension, of course. Here don't write the extension, the new name, except the extension, tsmd markdown, and let's rename the file. Instead of text, its name what it's called, skills. Let's say skills for the CV. Okay, now if we refresh the online form, this text file will be revealed here as markdown field. Here beneath column, and here you have skill. So we have here 3 text files for different blocks in Adobe InDesign. Here we have the body, and here we have column, and maybe we have skill anyway. Let's start from scratch and build a project to explore how we can make this from scratch. Inside workshop, let's create a new folder. Let's name test CV 2. Okay, now we have empty folder test CV 2 inside the default folder that TreeShade will create, workshop, and from TreeShade menu select a new, then select online to create the text file that make this folder also as online form for content. Click online and keep the same name. Now we can open the online form. Double click. Instead of opening the text file, TreeShade will ask you to open online form. Click yes. Now the form is empty. Let's create a design document. Let's say a simple business card. So here from TreeShade menu, you can select the submenu new that actually installed with the software, and select any of these files. Also these files installed with the software, and you can reveal the folder here, reveal this path. In addition, you can add more files, modify these files, and add a new path. But after doing that, you need to restart Adobe Bridge. So the template files revealed here as command. Here you can select what we want to create in design document. Go to Creative Cloud, then in Design, or just create a new document and save in this folder. But here is a shortcut. Let's rename. Let's name card. Okay. Let's open. Let's make card 84 by 54, 86 by 54, like the ATM card, the same size. So we have now in design document, and now let's make content. Let's make folder in Adobe Bridge. Let's name content. And now inside content, let's create Markdown. So inside content, from TreeShade menu, select a new, then CMS items, then Markdown, and these actually the content of the Markdown files, extra files in the paired folder. So you need to select new to create the whole Markdown. So click new to create the key file or the render file with its paired folder beside it. Let's keep the same name, Markdown. Now a new text file, markdown.txt, and also paired with a folder for the content called Markdown. They must match, so TreeShade make connection and pairing them together. Now we can place markdown.txt inside the InDesign document as a text file, but because we have here TreeShade, it will be placed as live snippet, and actually dynamic live snippet, because here inside the text file, if we try to open in VS Code, you will find instructions for dynamic content and dynamic styling for InDesign and for HTML. Now let's ignore the HTML and let's focus here. At first here we have the content. Where is the content? Here the variable fn means the file name, and actually the pure file name. The file name without its extension, without the display part inside the square brackets and the end of file name, and without any TS flag. So that is the pure name. And because there are folders have the same name, Markdown, here, the content will comes from here. Here, because this bilingual Markdown have two files for Arabic and for English, I used applied what it's called, the abbreviation. In Adobe InDesign, if you right click on the page and select numbering and section options, you will have here section marker. And I use this section marker to determine the language. So you write here _en for English, so all the content will be English, or _ar for Arabic. Let's write English. So this suffix is actually part of the file name. So here the Markdown dynamic live snippet will place the content depending on the section marker, applied section marker. And here the method place to place the content. And here the separator, if there are more than one file, they will be separated by character, a new line. Okay. Now it's not necessary to understand the content here, because we just want to place, and it's already ready in TreeShade menu, a new CMS item, and you can select from here to duplicate. No need to concern about its content and how this dynamic content works. But let's place now. So we have marked this document to be English, because here in section marker we write _en, and here we have inside Markdown folder we have files for Arabic and for English. Here render, it's for the server for parsing the Markdown to be HTML, so it's not related to InDesign. Here we have English 2 files and Arabic 2 files. this output for the output, and this for the markdown itself, because here we have this flag ts underscore markdown. And remember that we add the section marker underscore en, and because here we have underscore en, this file will be placed, and what else? This file will be displayed because here we use wildcard asterisk before and after the variable. And only these files have underscore en and underscore ar. So one of them will be placed. And here we specified this in the dynamic live snippet text. So this file will be placed. If we change to Arabic, this file will be placed to Arabic. After this long explanation, let's try to place the file and see what will happen. Let's make the frame bigger. Let's make a card in a square layout instead of this. Let's say 10 centimeter by 10. Open text frame, and while the text cursor here, right click, not on this file, we don't want to place this file directly. So let's go back and let's place the dynamic live snippet here as a live snippet. Right click, place, then in design, and remember the text cursor inside a text frame. Okay, now we have markdown content. So let's go to paragraph style, and you will see here that TreeShade automatically create title for the titles from 1 to 9, and body, and here all have English suffix. Now let's reload the online form, because we add the markdown element. Nothing displayed here. Why? I will tell you why. The problem here that this folder have no bird file. Online form only display the content of a folder if it paired with a file, which means if there is a file have the same name or the same pure name despite the extension and the flags, etc. So we need just to create text file or any file have the name content. That's it. Typically it's supposed to be text file, so we can in future, if we want, put rendering structure inside the text file to so we can render the folder to InDesign or to HTML. Here let's select text and let's name content. Despite its content, I don't concern. I just want the folder to be loaded on the online form. Okay, great. Now we have content. Inside content we have the markdown element, this. Let's write Markdown. Do you know what the meaning of Markdown? Markdown is simple. It's like HTML, but it's in very simple way to determine where is the title, where this is a link, this is bold, italic, bullet, list of number, like that. You can use these. Let's write add, see, and let's make here items. First item, second item, and here let's make head to sub title. Okay, now let's update. So the online form will update the content of the Markdown. Now it's English. If you want to load Arabic, you need to add here at the URL ln equal AR, Arabic. If you don't want Arabic, just delete the files and ignore them. Okay, now we don't want Arabic, so just let's update. Now the updating will trigger modification, auto exporting, because here we have 0 automatically added counter and the TSK file modified. Then TreeShade will automatically open the document. If it's not opened, update the content as live snippet, dynamic live snippet, or dynamic links, and export PDF automatically without any involving from the graphic designer on his computer. So wait, I don't touch the keyboard. The content updated. The file now will be exported. And if the InDesign document already was closed, it will be closed again after this process. When the PDF file revealed in Adobe branch, that means the checking in action done. So the online form automatically load the content and also preview the InDesign document. Here we just need to format the styles. The list have at the end this character to prevent to be overwritten by parent style. Anyway, it's not necessary to know what is this. Now just you need to format. What you want to do is to insert the text cursor in the text, format, change the font, make any modification you want, and then click Ctrl-Alt-Shift-R to redefine. And here the same thing. You just need to format and redefine. That's it. Because the styles are already applied. Manage Pro. Let's select regular, and here redefine. Adjust the indent. Five and -5, okay. I don't know, it's not accept. Anyway, this is the right indent. Sorry, I want left indent 5 and first line indent -5. Here at the beginning, actually the markdown symbols is not removed entirely, it's hidden and assigned character style called markdown symbol to be hidden. The fill color is none, and the vertical scale, the horizontal scale to 1, so it's reduced. Because here in markdown symbol, if you right click and click edit and change the horizontal scale to 100, then the color to black, you see that the markdown symbol actually is not removed, it's just hidden and scaled to 1 to take no space, and the style formatted with automatic so let's click cancel. So here when you the text cursor was at the beginning and I redefined, it's hidden, so be aware of that. Let's redefine here, and here we have subtitle, so this Married Pro bold 14, so let's be this Married Pro bold 13, and let's align left to right, and you can add indent here, let's be 2, and here on the main title let's be 4, and here let's be 1, and 1 after, and here let's be also 1 after, and here 1 after. Okay, that's it. You can add also in the markdown text, you can add links, external links. So now I'm formatting the InDesign document, so before loading the online form you need to check in. Just save the document and click yes for this question, do you want to check in, and wait for the PDF to be exported here in version PDF. So it's done. Remember always not to edit this location. You need to go always to workshop to edit your files, because all these for output of auto generating. Okay, thank you for watching, and don't hesitate to install the software from Adobe Exchange. It's totally free. It's totally free, and if you don't have the link, go to exchange.adobe.com and search in Creative Cloud for the software. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.